Hello friends, Falgun welcomes you all for the fourth session of this module of sales training. Today we are going to discuss on ROI or return on investment. For a salesperson, it is evidential that every day when you visit your customer or a distributor, they keep complaining that we are not making profit from your business. Some of them, they really do not know how to calculate that, and some of them, they know it very well but still want to challenge you just to check whether you can stand with their challenge or not. For that, as a salesperson, you should know how to calculate the return on investment for each and every business. So, what is ROI or return on investment? ROI stands for return on investment. It comes with the net earning from a business against the investment involved. Return on investment or ROI is the benefit to the investor resulting from an investment or some resource. As a performance measure, ROI is used to evaluate the efficiency of an investment or to compare the efficiency of a number of different investments. In purely economic terms, it is one way of considering profits in relation to capital invested. Let us simplify it. So ROI is basically return on or over investment. Now let us see what is return and what is investment and how we conclude there. Return is basically the net profit, which is gross profit minus the expenses for a business. Now let's understand what is gross profit. So gross profit is nothing but the back margin from the source plus the added margin on top. So what happens? Some businesses like some manufacturers or suppliers, they used to do an agreement with the vendor or the distributor to provide a certain margin as their operational cost or profit. In cases, it comes at the time of buying and deducted from the invoice. In cases, they comes as a credit note end of the month. Also, in some businesses, you have to add your margin because the supplier or the manufacturer is selling it as net price. There are instances where you have to do both. For example, you are getting the back margin, let's say 3% or 5%. On top of this, you are adding another 2 or 3% as your operational cost. Now come to expenses. So what are the expenses typically a business incur? The expenses comes in terms of salary, logistic, which is mostly the outbound logistic, the deliveries, the supplies, the reach, go to market or reach to the market expenses and all, the warehouse rent, the office rent, utilities like electricity, water and other things, connectivity like phone call, data, internet, financial charges like if the customer is having overdraft, the overdraft charges per month, or if the customer has given a bank guarantee to your company, so that charges, any kind of charges which associated with the finance involved in the business, and the discount the customer is providing to trade. As I said, the customer is getting a back margin or added margin from the supplier, but at times they have to give discount to the big buyers or the wholesalers also. So that is one of the component of expense. Then some cost against legal and insurance, and the other miscellaneous cost like office staffs and everything. Now investment is basically the average stock in hand plus average trade credit or market credit If the customer is not purely selling everything in cash, there must be some market credit which can be for 7 days, 15 days, 21 days, or even 1 month or beyond. Plus average secondary claim. If the customer is having some claim which he has already passed to the trade but yet to receive from the source or from the supplier, that is the investment of secondary claim. Why I am telling everything average? Because at any point of time you cannot get the correct figure and it may misguide you for the calculation. For any particular day, the customer may have zero stock or very high stock. He can have a very nominal trade credit or a very high credit, or there could be zero secondary claim. Maybe the day you settle the previous month, there is zero secondary claim, or there could be high secondary claim. So that is why we need to take the average of a month. Like each and every day, if we can track it, that's the best, minus the average credit from the source, which means if the customer is getting a credit period from the supplier. For example, the customer is getting a 7 days credit from the supplier. So that means if the business is, let's say, 400,000 USD, then the 7 days credit is equivalent to 100,000 USD. That means that 100,000 USD he is getting support in his investment because he is not paying it upfront. Now this process also have challenge like any other process. The first and foremost is getting the actual and authentic data from the distributors. Most of the time the distributors think it's very confidential to share their internal data like market credit or stock and all with any company person. So getting that actual data will be difficult until and unless you have a very good rapport with the customer. Second, getting the stock position or the market credit on daily basis. That is also a difficult job at the beginning, because if you don't get or if you don't track the stock position and the market credit on a daily basis, we cannot get the average daily stock situation or average daily trade credit, which we have mentioned in the previous slide. But it will just need some more time and focus to crack, and rest it will be an habit, because once the customer will feel that you are actually doing a right analysis to show him the way forward, to make him understand how much business he is doing, how much profit he is making, even if it is a loss, how much loss he is making, and where he can do the control or minimize the loss or minimize the cost and increase the profitability, they will definitely assist you and support you. So here is a simplified format or easy to use template. Let's take a distributor as ABC Corporation, who is based in XYZ town. He sells in a month in metric ton is Z. He sells in a month in value or dollar is Y. His investment in stock is A. His market credit or trade credit is B. His investment in secondary claim is C. So the total investment is D, which is A plus B plus C, less the credit he is getting from the company, which is E. Then his net investment F will be D minus E. So the percentage of gross profit over investment is H, which is G divided by F percentage. Now what are the expenses? The salary and the wages, small a, logistic, which is delivery cost, fuel, maintenance, small b, warehouse and office rent, small c, utilities like electricity, water, etc., small d, connectivity like call, internet, Wi-Fi, small e, financial charges per month, which is interest on overdraft or bank guarantee charge, small f, discount to customers from the distributor margin, small g, legal and insurance, small h, others, small I. So the total expenses is I equal to all these component summary. Then the net profit J comes as G, which is the gross profit, minus I, which is the total expense. So the ROI for the month comes M, which is net profit J divided by net investment F percentage. If you want the ROI for the year, you need to simply multiply it by 12. Then you are good to go. Here we come to an end for the session 4. If you like this video, please press like button, comment and subscribe my channel for more videos to come and enhance your experience in the sales career. See, if people like you, they will listen to you. But if they trust you, they will do business with you. So that is where you need to know the ROI well. And again, always be proud to be a salesperson. Thank you. See you on the next video. Bye.